Alright, y'all. Welcome back to more Umineko. When they cry. When they cry. When the seagulls cry? Umineko means seagulls? Hell yeah. Okay. Welcome back. Last time we finished the beef at the start of last part, but what really happened last part is more witch talk, more tangled. Kenzo found tangled bars and went ham, became rich, and Beatrice is apparently the reason he was able to do that. And they talked about how much tangled bars is worth and all that. And I did some calculations myself. So, you know, so it was a fun part in that aspect. The visual novel made me interact with it, even though I don't think it meant to. So yeah, I thought it was great. Just do that. And yeah, so we're just gonna keep it going. I don't know what the aftermath of the beef was. I mean, they kind of just left us there, like Eva and Nazi finished arguing. Nazi just went out, just straight up went out of the dining hall, crying in her room or whatever, right, wailing on her bed. And I think the rest are still discussing business, maybe? Kumasawa tried to cheer her up. I don't think it really worked, I don't know. And she explained a bit more about Natsuhi, about her life and stuff like that. I still obviously don't forgive Natsuhi for how she treated you, Shannon. Shannon, we respect you. We respect servant lives here. So yeah, until Natsuhi can give me a reason to forgive her for what she did to Shannon and what she does, how she treats her servants, then I'll start to pity her, or I guess sympathize with her, I should say, uh, for uh, for the way her circumstances have been in the family, right? Being married to the eldest son and not being able to give an heir for many years and being looked down upon for that reason, and Eva taking advantage of her being able to give birth to a child before she could. So, and their little rivalry thing. So, yeah. Um, I'm gonna keep it moving here and see what the aftermath of that whole argument is gonna be. I don't know if we're gonna find out this part or not. I think we're gonna stick with the cousins here, which I'm fine with. I like the cousins. Frick the sibling parent arguments. Like the cousins are where it's at. Other than Rosa. Rosa is cool. Rosa's cool. You guys know how much I love Rosa. I think I've said that plenty. So here we go. Shannon finds the rest of the kids. Yeah, let's see. Let's see.
皆様、ここにいらっしゃられたんですか
Yeah, we were staring at the painting of the portrait of Beatrice.
てっきり海岸へ行かれたとばかり。
I mean, yeah, we were supposed to. Shannon-chan, carrying a basket, was surprised to find us all gathered in front of the portrait.
シャノンか。いやさ、バトラはベアトリーチェの肖像画を初めて見るからさ。
Second, we passed by it earlier as well. But yeah.
まあ、見とれてたってわけだぜ。そうですね。見とれちゃいますね。
You mean the girl in the painting?
ベアトリーチェ様って本当にお綺麗です。
She is good looking, just based on the portrait. She is good looking. You make a good point.
さぞや親方様を虜になさったろうと思います。
Sure.
パトロン説の他にもおじい様の初恋の人だという説もあるんだ。
Okay, so I wonder if that love was reciprocated by her then. Because I mean, maybe not right now, but when Kenzo first got the riches, I'm sure he looked much younger than he is now. So maybe back then, maybe she reciprocated it. But at the same time, if she's a witch, then that would be a different discussion altogether.
どちらにせよ、彼女に出会ってから数十年を経ているだろうにもかかわらず、 今なお心の中に大きく居座り続けているんだから、それは今なお虜にしているということなんだろうね。
やれやれ。これじゃばあ様はさぞや嫉妬しただろうぜ。
I mean, yeah, that's actually true. Like his I mean, our grandmother, you know, Battler's grandmother. Like, imagine being her and your husband just simping for this girl rather than for you. You know, like you're just there like, God damn it, love me instead. I married you because I wanted you to love me. What the hell? And then she just, you know, thought about that until she died. Unfortunately, rest in peace to her. We didn't get to meet her because she died long before the start of the story. But you know, that's kind of awful for her.
私はよく知らねえけど、やっぱりそういうのはあったらしいぜ。
Wait, she actually got jealous?
ばあ様は金髪の浮気相手がいると信じてたらしいな。
Oh, damn. Oh. Nah, come on. Jessica, don't. Now we're gonna have to explain what cheating on someone means to Maria. Good job, Jessica. Okay, okay, good. She didn't pick up on that. Oh, Shannon smells good? She does? Oh! I mean, she's a servant, you know? She's trying to be well kept. That's good. Maria, sniffing, approached the basket Shannon-chan was holding with interest. Ah, okay. I thought she smelled good. I guess she's just smelling the basket. Oh, nah, don't worry. I bet Shannon smells good as well, though. Maria, you're right. You're probably right about you have you got me there, but I do like imagine in real life she would also smell good. She does look like she keeps herself well. Maybe, probably. Now that you mention it, I do notice a fragrant scent with the essence of vanilla. Vanilla?
申し訳ございません。熊沢さんからこれを皆さんにお届けするようにことづかりました。
Well, good thing you didn't have to go all the way to the beach. Thanks, Shannon.
なんだろう。素敵だね。
Is it ice cream or something? They said vanilla. Vanilla ice cream?
クッキーだ。
Oh, cookies. Yeah, totally ice cream. Same thing. Maria likes cookies? Yeah, you'll get cookies. Alright.
お召し上がりいただけますよ。でも、
Unsure whether it was really acceptable to serve cookies in a place like this in front of the portrait, Sharon-chan sent us a glance which seemed to ask what we wanted to do. I mean, Kinzo's not here. Just give us the cookies. It's not like he can be here to even get mad at us. Well, thinking about it, yeah, that would be bad manners. Oh, come on now. She's already self-important enough that she's in the portrait, she's making up such a big part of the hall. You know, like, we get to eat some cookies.
マリア、ここじゃなくてよそで食べようぜ。クッキーをお弁当にピクニックに行こう。
Oh, picnic!
ピクニック行こう。ピクニック行こう。
Yeah.
クッキー食べれるなら行こう。
そうだな。ちょっと表の空気を吸いに行くか。魔女様の御前でつまみ食いもねえもんだぜ。
そうだ。もともと私たちは浜辺に行こうって言ってたんじゃねえか。行こうぜ行こうぜ。
シャノンちゃん。
Let's go to the beach. Shannon, you wanna join us? Or you're gonna say like, oh no, I have some servant duties to do, sorry, I can't join you.
申し訳ないんだけど、腰を下ろせる敷物と水筒にお茶を入れてきてもらうのをお願いしてもいいかな。
I guess those will be her servant duties, giving us a blanket.
はい。かしこまりました。
Sharon-chan received her instructions and gracefully bowed before retracing her steps. We headed for the beach on our own. Everyone headed for the entrance in a group. Feeling as though that witch was staring down at our backs, I turned around once more. Oh, she's staring at us. What now, Maria? Let's go to the beach.
バトラー、まだ信じてない？
No, I'm beginning to believe I'm the one. I'm Neo. It's the Matrix. I know, I believe.
いや、信じるぜ。
I don't know if I should make a Matrix reference or whether I should go, I believe.
その方が夢があるしな。黄金の魔女ベアトリーチェがじい様に10トンの黄金を授けた。
Damn.
それで、その黄金がどこかに眠っているかもしれない。
You're just gonna keep lying just to be on her good side? Alright, Battler, we see how it is.
しかもそいつを、じい様は怪しげな碑文に書き残し、見つけられるもんなら見つけてみろと俺たちを挑発してるってんじゃねえか。こういうロマンはあった方がいいってもんさ。
200億円の黄金か。
That's a lot of money.
私たち4人で山分けしたってとんでもない金額になるな。
So 20 billion yen, you split it up between the four of you, that's freaking 5 billion each. Not only is that 5 billion each, that would be 5 billion each, that would be 50 million? Yeah, 50 million dollars each. That is impressive amounts. That is enough for you and the family get in the future. Yeah, that's solid. That's some solid money. If y'all wanna go around the island or the beach or whatever and search for the money, then go ahead. I mean, you're set for a life easily with 50 million. Or I guess I should say 200 million split between the four of you cousins. You're set for life. $200 million. Damn.
一人頭50億円か。
Yeah, that's $50 billion. That's nuts.
すごいね。それだけあったらどんな事業でも起こせそうだよ。
Anyone with a prosperity, hell yeah.
いや、そもそも働かずに生涯を優雅に過ごせるだろうね。
That's what I'm saying. If it costs 2 million for the average person to live their whole life, 5 million will be enough for you and your family. Let's go. And your partner, and you know, if you have future children, they can borrow some of that million. Easy. Let's go. Some of those millions.
50億円よりクッキークッキー。
I don't care about the money. Cookies. And Maria, to be fair, if you had 5 billion yen or $50 million, you could get all the cookies you want every single day. That's how much money that is.
マリアには金よりクッキーだな。
Yeah, even though money can give you cookies. So I don't.
しかし、50億円か。
We're off. Off to the beach. Hell's Halls.
バカバカしい。
Uh-oh, we're back to the beef. We're back to argue some more with the family. Cross says ridiculous. Why? Because he's been alleged for embezzlement of the Ishiromiya family money. And I guess we're continuing off of that. Damn it, I wanna go to the beach. No more arguments. The beach.
まさかお前たちは親父殿の黄金伝説を本当に信じているのかね。
Legend of the Gold.
魔女が黄金を与えた云々はさすがに信じねえさ。だが黄金の話だけは間違いじゃない。
So he's saying that the story is fake, but the actual gold exists, and the proof of that is this mansion, this island, etc., etc. etc. Alright.
お父様が出自不明の金塊を持っていたことは複数の筋から確認されているわ。
If those sources are true, then I'm actually willing to believe the which story.
死んだマルソーの会長は生前 お父様に某所で積み上げられた金塊を実際に見せられたという。
Maruso Company President.
お父様はそれを指して10トン分あるとはっきり明言したわ。
老いぼれのざれ言じゃないか。
But I thought you believed in the story of the witch, Cross. I thought you were a believer.
親父殿と一緒に存在しない黄金の存在をでっち上げただけだ。
I guess he doesn't believe. Maria would be disappointed.
取るにも足らない。
存在せん黄金にあないな軍資金は集まらへんで。会長さんは生前その真摯なお人柄であれだけ大勢の財界人から尊敬を集めたお人や。詐欺の片棒なんか担がへん。
I see. So the gold had to exist, right? The gold will have to exist based on the president's previous business endeavors, because he was someone that people trusted, and trust is important in business. So, yeah, because then the president wouldn't be partnered up with Kinzo. But I don't know. I don't know. It's hard to say.
兄貴、マルソーの会長は確かに見たんだ。10トンの黄金をはっきりとその目で。しかも親父はそのインゴットの一つを任意で抜き取らせ、会長に持ち帰らせて鑑定させた。
Oh, if it was even examined to check if it's actual gold, like real gold, then this has to be true. Like, why would such a respectable president from Maruso just examine it and then lie about the examination or something? Unless there's something deeper that we don't understand yet.
それは10キロのインゴットで、鑑定結果は純度49。
Whoa! That's some insane purity. 10 kilogram ingot. Okay.
インゴット表面には後ろ宮家の家紋である片翼の鷲が刻印されていたという。
Oh, okay. So, not only did he get ingots, massive amounts of gold, the Ishinomiya crest, family crest, was also carved into it. That means Beatrice must have done that, right? Beatrice must have carved the family crest into the gold. What?
後ろ宮の黄金伝説は瞬く間に財界のフィクサーたちの間に広がったわ。
What is this music? Legend of gold.
鋳造元不明の黄金は換金率が悪い。ボロ儲けのチャンスだと思った彼らはそれを担保に認め、結果お父様は莫大な融資を受けることができた。
バカバカしいにも程があるじゃないか。お前たちはいくつになるんだ？
I don't know. They're just a bit younger than you, I guess. They're your siblings. You're the oldest one. They are adults. They all have children, so old enough to not believe in witch stories, but to believe that the gold must have existed.
まだそんな子供の頃のおとぎ話を真に受けているのかね。第一、その10トンの黄金の証拠はどこにあるんだ？
I mean, they literally just told you. They literally just told you that the president of my roof company thing ins inspected the gold and found that it was real with a purity of 99.99%, and different companies accepted it as collateral, and then Kinzo received a massive loan. I don't know what to tell you, mate. There's your proof.
親父殿と親交の深かったごく一部の人間のざれ言だけじゃないか。
That you could be right. You could be right. I genuinely thought you were a believer. I thought last part you were told to be a believer, but I guess not. It could be just lies. I don't know.
もちろん口伝だけさ。
Oh, okay, so they all agree it's just a story. So what is Rudolph trying to say then?
でもよ兄貴、
But even still, he's saying that the gold has to exist, right? The fact that these two are in the position they're in this mansion that they're in, is proof that the gold must have existed, and his money must have come from somewhere.
親父が調達した莫大な金はそれに見合う担保が必要だった。
Exactly.
仮に黄金がデマでもそれに匹敵する価値あるお宝を親父が見せたのは紛れもない事実じゃねえのかい。
Exactly. So that's the argument Rudolph is trying to make, is the fact that Dad was able to, their dad, I guess, you know, Kinzo was able to get as wealthy as he did, and he was able to get such a big loan. Then he must have shown them a big treasure, right? He must have shown them something worthy enough for them to you know, to use as a collateral.
都市空間の親父殿が作った黄金幻想さ。ありもしない黄金をあるかに振る舞い、スポンサーたちを騙したのだ。一世一代の大博打だったのだろう。
You think?
運よくその資産の運用に成功できた。
How would he be able to fool them though? I don't get your argument, Cross.
もし当時の外需拡大がなかったら後宮家の再興はならず、親父殿は世紀のペテン師として追われていただろう。
じゃあクラウス兄さんは黄金など最初から存在せず、全てお父さんのでっち上げだ言うんか？
もちろんさ。
Of course, okay.
だから十分な成功を収めた後には黄金幻想など面倒なだけだった。だから親父殿は魔女だの黒魔術だのとわけのわからないことを後に言い出して信憑性を薄めたのさ。
I don't know. I don't see how he could have fooled the company president. That's my one problem with your story, Cross. I don't know. I feel like I'm starting to believe more and more that this witch might actually exist. Beatrice.
つまり黄金幻想がでっち上げであることを明かしたのだよ。魔女に黄金を授かったなどと言えば、もはや誰も黄金の存在を信じたりはしまい。あるいはお前たちのために言い出したのかもしれないな。なのに、ありもしない黄金を遺産分配に含めて議論しようというバカな息子たちが現れる。
I see.
どうぞ。まさかお前までこんなでっち上げを信じてるって言うんじゃない。
Hey, yo, don't force Rosa into this argument that you children of adults are having. I don't know how. I don't see how the gold is non-existent. How did Kinzo get so rich if he didn't have this gold? That's the thing that doesn't make sense to me. Kinzo would not be as rich as he is. right? Like, this mansion wouldn't have been built if Kinzo somehow didn't get rich. And how did some random guy who wasn't even from a part of the main family get as rich as Kinzo did? That's my issue. That's my issue with this. Hmm.
私はお父様が本当に黄金を持っていたかどうかを確かめることはできない。
Let's go, Rosa. Talk your talk. I'm with you, Rosa, no matter what. I also can't prove, to be fair, that he really had the gold. But the mansion speaks for itself. The island speaks for itself, in my opinion. That's all I'll say.
でもお父様の4人の子供の一人として正当な分を主張したいだけよ。
Hey, I respect that. She's just like, I don't care. Just give me my part of the inheritance, and I'm out. I don't care about the three of you clowns. Y'all can keep clowning about as you want. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna take my Maria. I'm gonna go with my husband out of here with my share of the inheritance. I'll take care of my daughter and I'll live out my life. Respect, my Rosa. That's this. This is business, y'all. She's like, I don't care about no witch stories. Just give me my money and I'm out.
ほう。ローザも言うようになったじゃないか。
Oh, okay. Wow. Wait, what's wrong with you, eh? Older sibling going after the youngest sibling? Is that what I'm seeing right now? As a youngest sibling myself, I'm gonna have to stand with Rosa. And also because, you know, I prefer her over you any day of the week. Huh?
なるほど。お前たちはこう言いたいわけかね。
What is it, Cross?
私が黄金を独り占めしようとしていると。
Well, that and that you've already spent some of the gold yourself. Right? You freaking embezzling piece of crap. That's what they're trying to say. Okay, I can't prove that the embezzlement is true, but apparently they can. I can't.
兄さんが莫大な軍資金を調達したのは事実。それがお父様の個人資産の横領では断じてありえないというなら、つまりはそういうことよ。
And what is that? Wow. So there's a possibility that he managed to obtain a massive amount of funding without embezzling Kenzo's funds? And what is that possibility? What did he do? Go into massive debt? How does that work?
兄貴はすでに10トンの金塊を見つけてるんじゃないかって。
But doesn't the 10 tons of gold bars count as Kinzo's personal funds, right? Or do you count that as what am I trying to say? or do you count that as like just that's not like gold he gained. That's something he received from, you know, this witch, according to him. So from the patron or whatever. So that, I guess that's not part of his personal funds. But if he has found the 10 tons of gold bars, I can definitely see Cross's motivation to make it appear as if it's fake, as if the gold bars never existed. And that way, you know, he can keep all the gold bars for himself, and you know, get the money from it.
俺たちはそう見てるのさ。
バカバカしい。そんなものは元より存在しない。
Yeah, I can see why Cross is trying to say that it doesn't exist. If he has obtained the gold or found the gold somewhere on this island, which would make sense if he did, because him and Nazi are the ones staying on this island, that have been staying here. So him finding the gold makes a lot of sense. But if he did find the gold, there's no way he would admit to it existing. He's just gonna go like, it never existed. It's a ridiculous story made up by our father Kinzo. So.
じゃあ説明なさいよ。
However, I will say, as Eva's trying to, you know, provoke him here, I will say he also hasn't explained how he was able to gain this much funding. That's something that he has not explained yet, right? Because he's lost so many business ventures. So, what the hell?
お父様の財産の横領、お父様の隠し黄金。そのどちらでもないなら、どうやってあれだけの軍資金を調達できたっていうの？
私にも政界財界に友人が多くいてね。
Okay, so you tell me that you managed to gather all that funding from friends in the political world and the financial world. I don't believe that.
彼らから協力を得ただけに過ぎん。
Yeah, I don't believe that for a second, mate. Nah, it's way too fishy.
それについてお前たちに説明する義務はない。分かっているだろう。話せぬ方面の筋もある。
I see. So this is your way of trying to hide from your responsibility of embezzling the money of the family.
兄貴がそうだと言い張るんならそれでいいさ。でもよ兄貴、親父は長くない。来年の今日まで生きてるなんて誰にも保証できねえんだぜ。親父が死ねばその時点で遺産相続だ。俺たちは全員の立場から中立な弁護士と会計士を立てて親父の財政状況を調査させるぜ。
その時、お父様の資産に兄さんが不当な干渉をしていることが発覚したなら、お分かりね。
You understand? Look at her face. You understand, right?
何の話だかさっぱりわからんね。妻でなくても憤慨したい気持ちだ。
One second. I have to check something. Really? Ah, there we go. Sorry about this, y'all. This won't take long. Here we go. Ah, I see. Let's keep going.
お父さんの黄金はもちろんお父さんの財産や。表に出せん金やっちゅうのも分かっとう。しかし4人に公平な権利があるはずや。
This is true. I agree with Hideyoshi on that front.
つまり兄貴が黄金を独り占めしていないかどうか、兄貴についても財務状況を調査させてもらうぜってことなのさ。
いい機会じゃない。兄さんの言うところの友人知人にバックアップしてもらったというところを証明なさいよ。そうすれば兄さんは潔白。私たちはくだらない疑いを持ってしまったことを潔く謝れるわ。
God damn, Eva is such a she is so evil.
ねえ、ローザ。
What does this have to do with Rosa? Leave her alone. Leave her alone of your devilish plans, Eva.
そうね。
Oh, Rosa's agreeing. Okay. But Rosa's not as evil as you, so I'm fine with it. Rosa, I'm still with Rosa.
クラウス兄さんこそ話をはぐらかしてるわ。
Oh, Rosa. Okay. Okay, bringing the heat now. Okay, I was not expecting this from Rosa.
やましいところがないというなら証明してくれればいいだけの話なのに、兄さんはまるで取り合おうとしてくれない。
This is true. I'm with Rosa. This is true. Kraus, prove yourself. You are the one who's BSing us. Let's go. I'm with Rosa all the way, all the way.
だがまあ兄貴の立場にも配慮するさ。親父の名代ということで俺たちより一つ多く責任を背負ってるところもあるだろう。 今まで散々気楽に過ごしてきた俺たちがそれを察しないでブーブー言うのはこりゃフェアな話じゃないぜ。
Okay, okay, Rudolph, you make a good point.
ほう
Oh, Wafu?
さっきから落とされたり持ち上げられたりと忙しい。
What do you want then? You want to only be spoken ill of?
本題に入りたまえ。
The point is, we want you to prove yourself. We want to prove that your financial situation, you know, is as you say it is. That you just got help from friends and political and financial friends and acquaintances. We want you to prove that, then we'll leave you alone.
つまりな、お父さんの財産をあれこれ調べて重箱の隅をつっつくんはブスやないかって話なんや。
Ah, I see. So I think what they're trying to say is, I mean, he might be getting to it soon. I think what they're trying to say is, you can take the rest of father's inheritance, but if you split the 4 gold or the 10 tons of gold between us, we'll let you have a fourth of the gold and the rest of father's inheritance. We'll take a fourth of the gold, that'll suffice for us. We'll just continue with our business, and you can gain the rest because you're the one who's been burdened the most as the representative of the Ushiromiya family. I see. I think that's what you're trying to say.
クラウス兄さんの言う通り、うまく説明できん金の動きもあるやろ。そこを理解した上で、わしらは兄さんに相談を持ってきたんや。お互いにとって悪うない相談や。
I see.
相談？ほう。
遺産分配時に今日まで親父の面倒を見てきてくれた兄貴のご苦労を最大限に汲み取り、分配に寛大な理解を示そうってことさ。
I see. Yep, so I'm right about that. So it'll be in his favor. I get it.
間違えないでよ。
You still embezzled the Shiromiya family, but you know.
別に私たちの権利を放棄するって言ってるわけじゃないのよ。ただその権利を主張する際に兄さんの立場に立った寛大な理解があってもいいんじゃないかしらということなのよ。
つまり条件を飲んでくれたら、わしらは遺産分配時にお父さんの財務状況調査をクラウス兄さんに一任してもいいっていうことじゃ。
Okay. I see. But if I don't get why they're saying this, because if they suspect Cross of embezzlement, wouldn't Cross then lie about the investigation of his financial status so that he gets the most money and they get the least? But like he'll make it just enough so that they won't suspect him of even more embezzlement? Right? That's what I don't get. If they already suspect him of embezzlement, why let him have that freedom? All the siblings from Eva downward suspected that Cross was trying to steal their father's wealth. From Eva downward, so even Rosa, I'm with Rosa. In that situation, letting Cross report on the state of their father's wealth by himself was extremely contradictory and a huge concession. Yeah, that's literally what I said. That is literally what I said. Like, why would they suspect of embezzlement and then be like, you know, Cross, you can check the state of Kinzo's wealth. If, as they claimed, Cross was actually embezzling money, Cross would be able to hide that fact. Exactly. So what are they doing? It's contradictory. It doesn't make sense. Besides that, it would also be possible for him to control the distribution of the inheritance in a manner favorable to himself. That's what I'm saying. That's what I've been saying. What are the siblings thinking? Is there a plan that they see that I'm not seeing? Are they planning to murder him or something? like, like what the frick? Why are they just letting him have all this freedom? Kraus, also realizing that this sounded too good to be true, couldn't help but feel up. Exactly, this is way too good to be true for him, right? If Kraus truly was embezzling the money, if I was Kraus and I did embezzle the money, what the siblings are recommending or suggesting just it doesn't make sense. It's contradictory. They're planning something. I don't know if they're planning to murder me, but he had to worry about what they would ask in return for such a compromise.
ほう
So he's gonna go like, oh, so what do you want in return? He likes to say ho a lot, doesn't he?
信用ゼロの私に長兄としての信頼を返してくれるというのか。その見返りは何だね。
同じ兄弟としての公平な権利さ。
The rest of the inheritance. I get it.
俺たちの兄貴は親父の財産をかすめ取るようなやつじゃない。
But y'all literally just claimed that he did, or suggested that he did. That he stole Dad's property. And now you're saying that he's not? What's your goal? What are you... Y'all switched up real quick.
だがしかし、兄貴に融資するパトロンも存在しない。となりゃ、つまりこういうことなら、兄弟は納得するわけさ。
兄さんは10トンの黄金を見つけ、それを担保に軍資金を作った。そう、お父様がかつてそうしたようにね。
Except Cross was unsuccessful, is what they're trying to say.
そういうことならお父さんの財務状況におかしな点は一切あらへん。クラス兄さんはずっとお父さんの世話をしてきた高校息子や。そないな人を信用せんわけにはいかへん。
I see. I see. I see. I see that. That makes sense. I get what they're trying to say now. I get it. But then... So what they're saying is Cross hiding the 10 tons of gold is just a matter of selfishness, that he doesn't want to share the gold with the rest of the family. Is that what they're trying to say? Is that Cross is selfish and that they understand that selfishness, but we trust someone that hasn't stolen directly from father's finances, from Kinzo's finances. He's just taken the gold, and in that case, then yeah, there wouldn't be any. The father's finances would all make sense, and that they don't mistrust them. Even so, I don't know if Cross is truly that good of a person. That trust. If you could trust him that much, and Cross also found the gold, then I feel like. I mean, he could just be selfishness from Cross, but I feel like he would tell the others, "Hey, yo, I found the gold." Maybe not. Is he that selfish? But at the same time, if he is that selfish, why wouldn't you mistrust a person like that, right? So, I'm not sure if I agree with the three siblings here, other than Rosa. I'm with Rosa all the way. But yeah, that's something.
回りくどくて分かりづらいな。もっとはっきり具体的に言いたまえ。
He's just like, be blunt. Yeah.
条件の一つ目。
Hey! Rudolph is posing at us. First condition.
まず兄貴は、親父の黄金を見つけていたことを認めること。
Okay. Second condition.
ありもしない黄金を私が持っていると認めろと。
条件2
Moving on. You can keep lying. we've got another condition.
その黄金について兄弟の取り分を認めこれを支払うこと。
What if he spent more gold than what he had rights to? And so, no matter what, y'all can't share it evenly between you. Because he's taken the most.
バカな。ありもしない200億の黄金について一人頭50億。合計150億を支払えというのか。
I mean, you wouldn't be paying anything if you actually found the gold. Because that gold isn't yours. That's what they're saying.
バカバカしい。
最後まで聞きなあれ。
You got another condition.
備え大金出てくるのは分かっとる。でけへん取引はするつもりないで。もちろん黄金の取り分についてもクラウス兄さんの今日までのご苦労を十分にねぎらって換算するつもりや。
So maybe he will get most of the gold anyway. Because, you know, he deserves some reward. What is the third condition then? Who's gonna say the third condition? Because the first and second condition came from Eva and Rudolph. Is Rosa gonna be the one to say the third condition?
条件3。
No, Eva's just gonna go ahead. Woo, fan.
黄金の分配は後宮本家当主跡継ぎの肩書きに 50%、 残りを兄弟の正当な取り分として分割。
So he'll get 50% and the rest will get the other 50% and split that 50% into 4. I see. But yeah, okay. That's like that is like 12 each, isn't it? They'll be getting 12% each then. I don't know. Although a deal like this is really good for Cross. If Cross did find the gold, a deal where he gets 50% and the rest of the family gets about 12 to 13% is really good. I don't know.
もちろんクラウス兄さんもこれには含めるわよ。
Wait, what? Oh! So even among the rest, Cross will also get 12%. So in total, Cross will get... Right. What am I on about? It's because the rest of the 50% isn't going to be split into 3. It's going to be split into 4. So Cross will get 62% in total-ish. A bit more than 62%. While the rest get a bit more than 12% each. Wow! Wow, that's a very generous deal right there. If Cross has the gold, I would accept that condition. These conditions. Maybe. Probably. At that point, I'll just admit, alright, fine, I have the gold. But if you're willing to give me 62% of it, I'll take it.
200億のうち125億を兄貴に
Yeah, that's about 62%, sure.
25億をエヴァ姉さんに
2.5 billion to you and 2.5 billion to Rosa.
25億を俺に
And the rest to Rosa.
25億をローザに
2.5 billion yen, that is the equivalent of $2.5 million, I want to say. Right? Wait. No, wait. Because $2.5 million is... What am I on about? $2.5 million is the same thing as 250... Yeah, $2.5 million, right? Each. That's not bad. And he'll get... Cross will get 12.5 out of those million. Out of the... Because there's... Yeah, 20 billion is the same thing as... what am I on about? 200 million. My bad. So if this split 200 million, Cross will get 12.5 million. No, not 12.5 million. 125 million. Right? Right? I think, and then someone like Rosa will be getting 25 million. Yeah, the rest will get $25 million. My bad, 25 million. And he'll get, yeah boy, Cross will get 125 million. 25 million each. 25 million, 25 million, 25 million. That's 75 million plus 125 million to Cross. $25 million to each of the younger siblings, and he gets 100. That's a fantastic deal. That is a fantastic deal. If I was Cross, I think I'd take that. If I did find the gold, if the gold was existent.
ありがたくて涙が出る分配じゃないか。
And then he's gonna go like, if only the gold actually existed.
存在しない黄金のためにお前たちに75億支払えというのかね。
Yes, that's what that would mean.
何よ。兄さんの取り分は私たちの5倍じゃない。
Fair point.
私なら踊り上がっちゃう好条件よ。
God, Eva's such a freaking. she's so evil.
条件の4。
Oh, there's another condition. I thought that was it. Okay, fourth condition.
分配金は親父の死亡時に遺産分配に含めて清算する。ただし手付金として俺たちの取り分の 10% を即納してもらう。
Oh. 1 second again. Let's see if I do that. Okay. Alright. So here we go. Our fourth condition: the dividends will be paid out along with the distribution of the inheritance at the time of Dad's death. However, as a deposit, 10% of our portions will be paid to us promptly.
支払いは来年3月までだ。
March. Oof. And it's currently October. I see. So they've got like 5 months on them or something. Hmm.
どうやクラウス兄さん、お父さんの財産をめぐる信頼を回復する絶好のチャンスやないか。さすがに75億の大金はお父さんが亡くなったからやないと無理やろ。だが手付けの7億半はなんとかできんこともないんとちゃうか。
So wait a minute. Hideyoshi's saying that even if the gold didn't exist, he can still give us that money, right? Right? Because he's saying that impossible to get a whole 7.5 billion. So and 10% I guess would be 750 mil. 750 mil to each of the family members. Huh. But these guys, yo. So I guess Hideyoshi still thinks that gold exists, but he's playing with Cross's game that the gold doesn't exist and saying that, oh, you can still manage to give us 10%, 750 million. That is $7.5 million if I'm thinking correctly. Man.
半年で7億ってのはちょいとしんどい話だが、政界財界に友人が多いってのが自慢の兄貴ならなんとかできるだろう。
本当なら今すぐ75億を一括で払ってもらいたいところよ。でも兄さんの立場に配慮してとりあえず1割を納める誠意を見せてくれたら、残りの9割は遺産分配時に持ち越してくれていいってことなのね。1割程度の誠意なら兄さんにだって示せるんじゃない？
I see.
親父殿の財政状況調査を私に一任する権利を7億5千万で売りつけようというのかね。
That's how Kraus sees it. Yeah?
上等じゃないか。お前たちも成長したものだ。
What, you're gonna call this smart business from them?
この私に取引を持ちかけられるようになるとは。
これらを兄さんが飲むなら、私たち兄弟はお父様の財産状況調査を兄さんに一任する。ただしその調査結果は公弁の対象となる。当然よね。75億分、私たちの取り分が減るように調整されちゃったら悲しいもの。
原則的に文句は言わねえつもりだ。兄貴が綺麗にやってくれたならそれでいい。よっぽど露骨なことをしなけりゃ俺たちはことを荒立てるつもりなんかねえんだぜ。俺たちだって早く遺産は欲しい。いつまでもグダグダして取りっぱぐれたくねえんだ。
Man, if Natsuki was here, she would have gone wild like 10, like 10 times in a row.
公弁された場合の再調査は誰がするのかね。
He might be thinking about the offer now.
兄さんでいいわ。
はあ？
多分これが兄弟で合議する最初で最後の機会だもの。そんなことにはならないと信じてる。
What?
ローザもたまには言うわね。
Hey, don't come after Rosa. Don't come after Rosa. Eva, don't you dare. You and your evil freaking smile and laughter and stuff. I'll protect Rosa. I won't let you. That cross was not trusted whatsoever, as the oldest sibling was by now so obvious that it... Oh wait, that... Okay, now I get what the sentence is trying to say. That cross was not trusted whatsoever as the oldest sibling was by now so obvious that it requires no explanation. The formerly tyrannical oldest brother would always abuse his privileges and infringe upon the other siblings' shares. In response to that, the other three, now adults, were for the first time striking back at him by working together. Let's go, three siblings! Well, specifically Rosa. I don't care about Eva. Eva's a piece of crap. Rudolph is my dad, so I should care about him. But I don't actually think of him as a freak as well. So there we go. We're here for Rosa.
申し訳ないが、条件はまだ続くんや。
More condition? What is this? The fifth condition?
条件5。
Come on.
この取り決めはお父さんの遺言状に優先する。後になってこの取り決めが保護になるような遺言が出てきちゃかなわんちゅうこっちゃな。
I see. Let's see. One second. No. Right. One second. Here we go. The decision must take precedence over father's will. Later on, we don't want some will to appear and make this decision completely useless. I see. Is that the last condition then? Right? That's the last condition. Is that it?
入念じゃないか。
Yeah, that's actually smart. I didn't even think about that. That's smart from Hideyoshi to think about the whole will and everything. Smart, smart. Very cautious is correct. But these guys want the money. They have to think about all possible scenarios. But one scenario they're not thinking is that this entire story about the witch is true, and she's gonna strike back. You know, she's gonna be like, "How dare you! Don't ignore Kinzo's will."
なら質問だが、仮に本当に黄金が見つかった場合、どうするのかね。
それに対する支払いを兄貴が済ませてる以上、俺たちは本当に黄金が出てこようがどうでもいいことさ。俺たちの取り分は先払いってな感じになるわけだからね。
夢があっていいじゃない。この島をリゾート化するつもりなんでしょ。その工事の途中でひょっこり黄金が見つかるかもしれないじゃない。
Eva let out a high-pitched laugh. Of course you would. Cross watched without even flinching.
条件に7をつけてもらおう。
Seventh condition! Oh! He's actually going to accept this! No freaking way!
私以外の兄弟が黄金を発見した場合、速やかに私に引き渡すこと。
Ah! Okay, Cross. Cross. Include it as like a you know, step 2 of the 7th condition. Wait, shouldn't it be the 6th condition? What was the 6th condition? Wasn't the 5th condition that the will is useless? Or I guess the 6th condition is that he that, you know, that if he does find the gold as he's building, then as he's making the resort, then he should still carry on with the plan. Then his 7th condition is that if any sibling other than him finds the gold, immediately turned over to him. Here we go. 8th condition. If any family member, well, this should be, you know, 7th condition technically. If any family member finds the gold, aka Jessica or me, Battler, or Maria somehow stumbles upon it, or George, then that gold should also belong to Cross. Right? That should be a condition as well. What if Battler ends up finding the gold? What then? Or I guess do you count it as Rudolph's gold? But Battler found it, and Battler's an adult. What if George found it? Is Eva's just gonna take the gold from George? I mean, wouldn't Battler then, or George, have the right to the gold then? Wouldn't Maria have the right to the gold then, rather than Rosa? I mean, Maria's a kid, but you get the point. What about the person who actually finds the gold? What if none of the other siblings actually find the gold? You didn't think about that, did you, Cross? I feel like maybe not. Maybe they just automatically count George's gold finding to Eva.
もちろん保証するわよ。
So is Cross actually gonna accept these conditions? Is he gonna accept this deal? Insignificant details. The others, who were forcing Cross to pay money for some non-existent gold, would of course not ensure Cross's portion if they actually found the gold. Ah, piece of crap siblings. Come on now. Rosa, you're not like them, right? You're better than this. Come on, if Rosa found the gold, she would give Cross his rightful money, right? That's awful. That is awful. Rude. From the beginning, this deal had been nothing more than a threat directed at Cross. But then... So did they just believe in the embezzlement story then? How did Cross manage to get this money? These guys are just being pieces of crap to Cross. What the frick? Oh man. Awful sibling job. I don't know why I said sibling job, but Rosa, come on, you're not like them. Come on, I stand by Rosa still. I mean, you know, She's gotta get that bread somehow, right? Come on, Rosa. Well, the truth might be different, as the probability that Cross was embezzling his father's assets was extremely high. I mean, yeah, you're right, but so the truth might be that even if Cross hasn't found the gold, he's still been embezzling Kinzo's assets. When at last Kinzo faced death and it came time for the inheritance to be distributed, surely some unpleasant facts would come to light. That situation would likely be a fatal wound to Cross. They had latched onto that weak point and were threatening their brother under the veil of compromise, trying to wring out a huge sum of money. However, they had let one thing slip their minds. Oh! It's not Kinzo's will, so what is it that did slip their minds? The three of them had forgotten that their oldest sibling, who they couldn't defeat unless they banded together, was a very nimble thinker when it came to being crafty. Ooh. So you're telling me Cross isn't defeated yet? They haven't fully managed to beat him yet, even though they all ganged up on him. Cross relaxedly let out a gloating laugh as he spoke to Eva, who could not hide her smile, so certain she was of her victory. So Cross, has he found a plan to outdo his siblings here? Because the siblings are being real pieces of crap to him now.
とても良い話じゃないか。私もお前たちとの関係が疎遠になっていたことには非常に心を痛めていた。この条件を飲むことによって兄弟間の関係が再び有効なものにできるなら、それはとても嬉しいことだよ。
Oh. Okay, Cross. I don't think he actually thinks this, by the way. You know, being pleased by having a friendly sibling relationship. I highly doubt Cross cares about that, but okay.
喜んで話に乗らせてもらおうじゃないか。
Okay, he's taken the offer. He's done it.
喜べ、ローズ。
What does Rosa have to do with this? Leave her alone. Come on, man.
取引は成立だ。
Hey, Rosa, I'm with Rosa. Hey, don't do anything to Rosa. Oh, she's done that face again. Rosa's expression dimmed. When her brother started talking like this, the conversation would never change for the better. Eva was also sensitive enough to realize this. Therefore, even though Cross had obediently accepted the deal, she was unable to wipe away her feeling of insecurity. Yeah, Cross seemed really confident in accepting that deal, as if he has something up his sleeve, I feel like. Or maybe it's just fake confidence to make Eva and the rest of the family feel insecure, considering Cross has never lost to them before. Or unless they ganged up on him before, so...
嫌に素直ね。兄さんらしくもないわ。
それはひどいじゃないか。私に下心があるというのかね。
I think so, yeah, at least.
あるわけもないさ。お前たちと同じだ。
I'm just like all of you. It felt as though only that part was emphasized. Just like all of you's dogs scrambles. The color of Rudolph's face darkened. Why? I have a plan, just like all of you. Yep, that's what they got from all of that. That's what it sounded like to him. Yeah. That gave him a sense of urgency. Trying to bring this near-finished discussion to a conclusion, he rushed to wrap it up.
ならいいんだ。じゃあ兄貴、ここにサインをもらえるか?
Oh, he brought the documents. He's ready. If he signs, then it's a deal.
今の話を書き出した俺たちの誓約書だ。 人数分ある。同じ内容に全員がサインする。
Okay. Rudolph took 4 written contracts out of his breast pocket that had the details of their deal written on them.
クラウス兄さんの提案した条件7ももちろん今から追記するで。
Okay, even though that 7th condition, like was just said, is an insignificant detail because they're not planning to share the gold with him anyway. Yeah, like they said in the deal, if they were to find the gold before cross. So, you know, sure, add the 7th condition, even though it hardly matters, I feel like.
安心したってな。
Don't worry, okay.
兄貴、ペン使うか？
Rudolph took a fountain pen out of his breast pocket and offered it to Cross. What the frick is he hiding in his breast pocket? Like, what? He's hiding all these papers, pens, and all this crap. Cross made as if to accept it, but then, with a small laugh, drew back his hand without taking it and spoke.
実はこの取り決めを確かに履行するために1点だけ修正を提案したい。
Another amendment? Okay. When Cross said that one sentence, all the siblings felt at the same time as though something annoying was creeping up their backs.
ダメよ。もう決まった話よ。黙ってサインを。
Just sign the document, come on, let us win, let us win.
エヴァ、何を焦っているんだね。
So is Rudolph, to be fair. Rudolph is very urgent.
もちろんサインはする。
Oh, of course I'll sign.
お前たちに黄金の分け前、75億円分を約束する。
7.5 billion. $7.5
親父殿の遺産分配の時、きれいさっぱり清算することも約束する。
billion, y'all. That's $75 million. Oh boy.
だが、一点だけどうしても譲歩してもらいたい部分があるのだよ。
Just 1 point? What is it?
何の話だよ。どの点が気に入らねえってんだ？
What point don't you like?
分け前の1割、7億5千万円を即納する点だよ。
Yep, I was thinking that too. That part is the most iffy. Oh yeah, just you know, just give us some quick money within the next 5 months. Give us this money, and we'll leave you alone.
お前たちの指摘通り、私の財政状況は決して裕福ではない。
Okay, so he's admitted to that much. He's admitted to that much. So is he trying to prolong the payment of this? Is he trying to say, alright, let's just wait a bit longer before I can give you guys 750 million yen, which by the way is $7.5 million. That is a lot of money to be given out to these lot. So you know, he may be rich, but there's still a lot of money to give out.
数々の先行投資によって未来に必ず回収できると保証されながらも、今のこの時点では火の車であることは認めなければならない。
He's admitted to that, okay? Okay?
つまり、今すぐに動かせる金は全くないということだ。私は無能で詳細の嗅覚も鈍い。
Alright, go ahead and keep lying. We get it.
お前たちの言うところの弱り目の私には7億半も半年で動かせる力はないということだよ。
そんなはずはないでしょ。
That's some good defense. That's some good defense. I guess what he's done there is he's used their own attacks at him and his financial situation to his advantage and being like, yeah, bet, you're right. So, haha, you can't force me to pay you.
いい加減なことを言ってこの場をごまかす気？
遺産分配時に全て一括で清算する。1割を即納する条件を削除したまえ。
Oh, oh, Cross, that is good, that is good.
それが私にサインさせるための唯一の条件だ。
I feel like if Cross does that, he's won. If Cross does that, he's won. He's done. He's got it.
クラウス兄さん、この1割はな、あくまでも兄さんの誠意を測る数字なんやで。
Yeah, but if he doesn't have the money to give y'all, then and he's still sincere, then
本当なら取引の余地もない話や。そこを100歩譲った上で、とりあえず1割の誠意でこの場を丸く収めちゃるっちゅう大サービスなんやで。そう説明した上でそこを断るっちゅうんは、互いの信頼関係にちょいと影を落とすんとちゃいますか？
Hiroshi had a humble expression on his face and his hands clasped together. But his eyes were not calm at all. Cross had already seen through the shadow in the depths of those eyes. Yeah.
お前たちは何を焦っているのか。それとも何に怯えているのかね。ローザ、私にだけは教えてくれんかね。
Hey, what does this have to do with Rosa? Don't do anything bad to Rosa. Alright? Don't you dare say anything bad about her. What are you gonna say?
他の兄弟たちには内緒でこっそりと。
Oh.
別に私は。
How dare you make Rosa uncomfortable, man? Frick you. What's that about?
よせよ兄貴。
Don't do this to the youngest sibling, alright? She's not like us. She's too young.
俺たちは兄貴がサインするかしないかしか聞いてない。妙な勘繰りも交渉もなしだ。
ほう。私には交渉の余地もないと。立場が弱いのは私の方で、公平な関係ではないと、そう言いたいのかね。
Shivers began to crawl up Rudolph's back. Ever since he was a child, he had never been able to overcome the height of the wall that separated him from his older brother. And now again he began to feel himself getting sucked in by it, and a long shadow it cast.
取引は公平な関係であるべきじゃないのかね。この取引は私にとっては、弟や妹たちと長いこと失ってきた信頼を取り戻し、兄弟愛を深め合うもの。それは私にとって緊急に解決したかった心のしこりだ。それが今日解決できてとても嬉しいと思う。だがお前たちもこの取引を急ぎ締結することがとても嬉しいんじゃないのかね。
Cross stared at each of the siblings, each of them! Like, it's like Eva, Rudolph, Rosa. Stared at all of them, and then they avoided his gaze with an animal-like instinct. Yeah, this man is the real deal. You don't want to mess with him. Oh, only Hideyoshi was slow avoiding it. So he was caught in Cross's gaze.
秀吉兄さん。
Oh, he's attacking! Going up to the vulnerable one.
あなたの会社、非常に好調子だそうじゃないですか。トントン拍子で上場を果たし、業績も株価も右肩上がり。実にお羨ましいことです。
うちの人の話は関係ないでしょ。
Eva's not feeling vulnerable. That's good for me. I think she's a piece of crap, so this is great. Get Eva. Don't go after Hideyoshi. Hideyoshi's fine. Eva's the real bad one.
だが株主たちに対する還元を怠ったのが悪かった。そして上場した時に足回りを固めきらなかったのもまずかった。気づいた時にはタチの悪い連中に自社株をだいぶ買い集められていたらしいじゃないですか。
Ooh.
な、なんでそんな話知っとるんや。
秀吉さんと同じですよ。
He's also been doing his research. Cross is like, I know a meeting like this would have been possible to happen. So I researched you, just like Hideyoshi's been researching him. You know, his financial situation. Cross has also been researching Hideyoshi's financial situation. Aha!
私に融資する人間などいないと裏を取れる程度に、私も秀吉さんの裏を取れるのです。
This is true.
そんな不思議があることはないじゃないですか。
Cross is freaking good. This is like a 1v5, right? Where's Kiria? I just forgot, right? Where's Kiria? Because Rosa's husband is not even on the island. We don't even know where Rosa's husband is doing. Hideyoshi's been talking a lot. Where's the last sibling's wife? Rudolph's wife? Where's Kiria? Is she just not? Has he just not joining the discussion? Is he just sitting down for the last hour, just like? That's a Stance Kid reference. Actually, I was thinking about something where of like I was just imagining. I don't actually have it, but I was just imagining, what if someone put Mayuri's sound effect as like a notification sound on their phone from Stanscape. Stanscape is also a visual novel. Yeah, now I think about it. But yeah, like every time you get a message, Mayuri goes like I think that'll be funny. I completely forgot that Stanscape is a visual novel. I have watched the entire show though, so I don't think I'm planning to play that anytime soon unless you guys really want me to. Then I could, but as of right now, we're dealing with Umineko. Okay, right. Cross grinned broadly. In contrast, Hideyoshi's face was turning obviously pale. Hideyoshi's company was a fast food chain operating company that he had started from nothing. Through Hideyoshi's management efforts, performance of the business repeatedly rose and magnified, and ultimately it succeeded in becoming a stock-listed company. The greatest advantage of being in the stock holding system is that by selling stock certificates, a large amount of financing can be gained. That amount is far greater than the actual profits from the business. This made it an extremely effective way to gather the massive funds needed to grow his company even further. However, in exchange for financing the company, the stockholders have certain rights. Namely, the right to observe and guide the company that they have financed in order to raise its profits above their investments. I see. That right is guaranteed to all stockholders, and they sometimes even use it to reorganize ineffectual management. 1 second. Alright. Yeah. It is the right to prevent the money they have spent financing the company from going to waste by watching the management of the company. Got it. So, But then, if the stockholders are bad people, like Cross is saying, then that's a problem for the company, isn't it? However, if they use this right forcibly, they can eject the former management and take over the company. because the general body of all stockholders has the power to dismiss the management and nominate new management. Yeah. And if all the stockholders work together, then they can just go like, here's some new management. That right is exercised on a majority decision by the stockholders. Exactly. So if the stockholders work together, they can take over the company essentially. And people who hold more stock get to cast more votes. So if people who hold the largest stock go like, let's make a deal and frick this company, take over the company, then they cast a lot of votes, and then the new management comes in. That will put Hideyoshi at a serious disadvantage. That's trouble for his business. In other words, if some person or group holds a majority of the stock, they can freely chase out the old management and make the president anyone they would like. If they want, it is even possible for them to make themselves president. Many companies, in order to prevent their stock from being bought up by malicious people and their position from being threatened, take some kind of defensive measures, such as having their own employees or people close to them buy a lot of stock certificates, in order to prevent a hostile group from securing the majority. I see. But what if their own employees turn on them? So the only people that they can help against this hostile group from receiving majority is to have friends and maybe family even buy a lot of stock certificates. That's problematic because the employees that you may trust may turn on you because the hostile group is offering employees more for their work. So there's that. That's something you gotta think about. Man, business is hard. Good thing I'm not a businessman. I don't have to deal with that. However, since Hideyoshi's company had only recently become stock listed, they hadn't the time to strengthen those defensive measures. No, maybe Hideyoshi himself was so engrossed in the management of his company that he hadn't realized the dangers of being stock listed. It's hard to say whether he should be viewed as a kind-hearted and skilled manager immersed in management or a foolish manager who had his feet swept away out from under him. Yeah. But in any case, there were people out there who would not let him get away with that naivety unscathed. They rapidly bought up Hideyoshi's company's stock and instantly gained a significant amount of power. I see. They then sent anonymous documents to the stockholders and began to capture the majority. Yeah. The documents read, "The current management continues to make pointless investments and is ignoring the needs of the stockholders. Let us force the current management to retire, cut the current wasted investments, and let this company be born again as one that gives more back to the stockholders." Because then the stockholders profit from that. Damn, I did not think, when I started reading this visual novel, I did not think you'd get into all this business talk. I was not expecting that to be a part of the nature of this visual novel. There's been surprisingly a lot of business talk. I mean, I get, with Kinzo's past and backstory, you have to explain how the family got rich. But now there's more business talk, and now even more business talk with Hideyoshi and the rest of the family. I mean, I did not expect this to be such a big chunk of the visual novel. I mean, I can get if it was a minor part, but seems like it's gonna be a big part. At least they're doing a good job of explaining it, to be honest. It is very difficult to make the actual state of a company's management known. They maliciously twisted the figures Hideyoshi had produced from a tiny amount of sleep and a constant concern for his company, and made him lose the trust of his stockholders. I see. Their efforts had almost collected a majority of the stock in the company. Almost! But not yet. They haven't yet collected the majority of the stock in the company. But if they had collected the majority of stock, then they could just kick Hideyoshi out of there. Let me stretch. At that point, even Hideyoshi noticed and started to buy back the stock, but the stockholders, who realized that the company was undergoing an acquisition maneuver, demanded a ridiculous price for the shares that Hideyoshi was trying to buy back. They continually tortured Hideyoshi, who had no leeway in the negotiation of the price. Just like Cross doesn't have a lot of negotiation here in this deal, I feel like. Cross isn't getting a great deal. One of the certainties of capitalism is that value will rise when both parties vie for the same thing. Okay. I mean, I'm not very well understood with capitalism, so that's one of the certainties, I guess. Of course, I don't really know how the system fully works, to be honest. It's very complex, though, I'll tell you that much. And one of the certainties of democracy is that the majority controls everything. Okay, that one I knew. That one I kind of knew. Well, basically knew. So in the end, whoever manages to buy up the most stock wins. Right, because democracy plus capitalism, you know, you buy the most stock, value, will rise. You buy the same thing, value will rise. You buy the most stock, you win. GG, good game. So whoever has the most money wins. Basically, capitalism. Who has the most money wins. If Hiroshi could obtain a large sum of money at this critical time, he will be able to avoid losing all of that which he had built up. So that's him and Eva's major motivation for this. If they could get 10% of the money from Cross, then that would secure his company for the time being. I see. Therefore, more than anything else, he wanted a lot of money right now. Yup, because that would save his tail for the time being. I see. That's the essence of what we just read. Hideyoshi wants money. What we just saw was just the explanation for why he wanted all that money. But if you didn't understand any of it, basically Hideyoshi wants money to save his company. Long story short. He couldn't wait for the division of Kinzo's inheritance, which may not happen for some time. So Hideyoshi wants Kinzo to die as quickly as possible, but it's just not admitting it out loud, out of, general respect.
ルドルフの方も最近は大変だそうじゃないかね。
Ooh, Rudolph has also been in trouble, not just Hideyoshi.
海外は怖いとよく言うが、本当にそうらしいな。アメリカの裁判は極めて感情的に決まる。
This is true. I mean, I don't want to get into political stuff, but American trials are, a bit dumb. I'll be honest. I mean, I won't get into details. I could, but I won't. We're playing Umineko. We're not going to talk about politics when it comes to American trials. But you know, um, I just want to make that comment. He's very correct. He's very right about that.
彼らは外国人に寛大な判決など出しはしない。先方と和解した方が結局は安上がりになると弁護士に忠告を受けたんじゃないのかね。
Damn, he crosses hitting back at them. Whew.
何の話？
Oh, Kirya finally started to talk. Woo, we've been waiting for Kirya to talk. She hasn't said a word in the last like 2 hours. Finally, Kirya speaks up.
まあ仕事上のトラブルさ。大したことじゃない。
Are you sure it's no big deal?
金で切りのつく話さ。
Kirya quickly recognized that Rudolph's complicated expression meant. Her husband had gotten wrapped up in some kind of trouble without her knowledge and had been suffering alone. Okay, so what's Rosa suffering from then? Right? Because now I understand all of their motivations for wanting money immediately. But what about Rosa?
その通りさ。世の中なんだって金で蹴りがつく。
Damn. That's a quote and a half. In this world, anything can be settled with money.
失った兄弟の絆だって買い戻せるようにな。
Damn, that's awful. You can bring back bonds between siblings with just money. What do you think about that? Isn't that nuts? Well, Cross is also facing some economical problems. So overall, all the siblings suck at business, is what I'm getting from this. Kinzo's the only one out of this family that has succeeded in his business ventures. But to be fair, Hidoshi has succeeded, but he's just been a bit naive in the end. Rudolph has had some problems. Cross has had some problems. I don't know if Rosa has had some problems as well. I mean, I know she owns this like this like dress company, right? Like this clothing company or something like that. I mean, we can check the character file for that. I'm pretty sure it was mentioned. Here you go. She manages a design company, but she has yet to start taking it seriously, and its financial situation is far from favorable. See, so if Rosa can get money right now, she can help the financial situation of her design company. So all the siblings basically suck at business. Kinzo is the only one that has succeeded, is what I'm getting from this discussion right now.
アメリカは権利侵害などにはうるさい国だ。だが金さえあれば何でも和解できる。資本主義万歳だよ。
Long live capitalism. Where money settles everything. The rich get richer.
もっとも和解金は数百万ドルにも及びそうだとの噂もあるがね。
Ooh. So if it does reach several $1,000,000, not yen by the way, notice that, then you know, for Rudolph, that would be very favorable if he was able to, you know, get the 10% money that is in the deal. Rudolph had been building a large amount of wealth with a certain type of niche market. However, a niche is a niche. It's definitely not a sunny job. An American corporate giant was trying to accuse Rudolph's company of violating their rights. For various reasons, it was thought that winning the trial was extremely unlikely, and Rudolph was being pressed to surrender outright. For various reasons, okay? So they're not going to explain why. But even so, there was a way to resolve it with money. If he could only pay that money, though it might be painful, he could still pick himself back up. But if he didn't pay, he'd lose everything. Therefore, more than anything else, he wanted a lot of money right now.
ローザは清く正しい妹だ。
Oh, now they're gonna go after Rosa. Aw. I like how Rudolph's explanation for why he did money was a lot shorter than Hideyoshi. Hideyoshi, they went on this whole ramble about stockholders and, you know, trading shares and how he built his company stuff. Rudolph was just like, he's just having legal problems, and if he got the money for dealing with it, he's fine. If he doesn't, then he's done for various reasons. Go.
危険なマネーゲームなどには手を出さない。
However, she's struggling with her design company, according to the character file.
だが、お人よしな性分が災いしたんじゃないか。
Come on, don't go after Rosa like this. Her soft-hearted nature is what makes her better than the rest of y'all.
連帯保証人は気安く引き受けるものではないと思うがね。
それはクラス兄さんとは関係ない。
Damn, she screamed. That's a new expression. She's angry. Hey, I'm with you. I'm with you, Rosa. Freak you, Cross. What does what my business have to do with you? Rosa uncharacteristically laid bare her emotions and yelled, "Hey, I'm with Rosa. I'm always with her. Let's go." Because she had thought she had kept it a secret. Oh, she didn't keep it a secret. As Cross watched, he let slip a muffled laugh. Wow! You really gonna do that to your youngest sister? Wow, Cross. There was nothing to fear. Every one of them, more than anything else, wanted a lot of money right now. In other words, the situation had been reversed. Cross took the advantage. Because only Cross, who they were threatening, had no urgent need for a large sum of money. Right. Cross may have been doing a pretty bad job, you know, in his previous financial measures, and he may be in debt and all, but it's not really urgent for this big sum of money like the rest of them are. Especially if the gold is true, and if he did find the gold, then Cross is good. He's solid. He didn't need this, so he's taken the negotiation and brought it up to his advantage. My only problem with this is what he did to Rosa. Come on now. Come on now, don't do my Rosa like that. Come on. We out here, we love Rosa. Compared to that, the three who were threatening him wanted money quickly, no matter what the cost. So the longer Cross postponed this deal, the greater the advantage to him. Cross was very sly. He had known of their Achilles heel from the beginning. Even so, he had not been certain. Alright, and I think that's where I'll end it. We have been going on for about 90 minutes now. I think I won't say it's a good spot to end it, but I don't know how much longer this business deal talk is gonna go on for, and I'm not gonna test this visual novel for that, so I'm gonna end it there. I hope you guys enjoyed this very business business-like part. A lot of business talk, a lot of that. I'll see you all next time for some more Umineko when they cry. We're gonna continue on with this what am I trying to say? We'll continue on with this more business talk. Hopefully it doesn't last the entirety of next part like it did this part. But yeah, next part I'm assuming more talk about who gets money, who doesn't get the money, all of that. And yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed this, and peace.